I've always found JetBlue to be rather interesting because they don't fit the typical mold of most airlines. They aren't a legacy carrier as they haven't been around for nearly as long as the big three, United, Delta, and American, and yet they aren't a low-cost carrier either because they offer things like free in-flight entertainment, an onboard snack bar, the most legroom in economy, and the very popular Mint business class cabin. And all the while, they've managed to draw a lot of attention and praise over the years for offering their product at a very reasonable and competitive price. Now they are planning on entering the Transatlantic market, having just announced their brand new Mint Suite cabin, which will debut on their up-and-coming Airbus A321LR aircraft on flights from the East Coast to London this summer. The seat will feature direct aisle access for every passenger, additional storage space, a large seatback screen, and a sliding door, a feature that is becoming ever more popular on business class products. The first row of the cabin will feature two of JetBlue's Mint Studio products, which in addition to all the features of the regular suite, will include a guest seat and an additional sliding table. The airline will compete with the likes of British Airways and Virgin Atlantic, both of whom have in recent years updated their own business class products. So what will make JetBlue stand out? Well, we can expect that their biggest selling point will be making transatlantic flights cheaper, even for those who want to fly business. JetBlue CEO Robin Hayes says, and I quote, "The big opportunity for us in Europe is that we can come in and we can significantly reduce the price. And so we actually think that will be a stimulant to getting people to fly again because they're going to look at this amazing product, they're going to look at the price point and probably do double take, thinking, am I really going to get business class for that?" So it seems they're clearly serious about making business travel more affordable, and judging from their past success with their Mint cabin in the US, I'd say this is definitely a possibility. JetBlue also has another trick up their sleeve, their aircraft. You notice I said Airbus A321 and not Boeing 777, 767, or an Airbus A350. Of course, JetBlue owns none of these, but that's not to their disadvantage. Smaller aircraft are becoming more and more popular these days, especially for longer flights as they are cheaper to operate, cheaper to maintain, and easier to fill with passengers. And since the range on these modern aircraft is much greater than their older counterparts, such long-haul flights are now becoming possible. But with all this said, any such expansion is risky, no less during a time of a global pandemic. The transatlantic market, especially New York to London, is, to put it charitably, cutthroat. Just getting a time slot to land and obtain a gate at London Heathrow is extremely expensive, and for this reason, JetBlue will likely fly to one of London's secondary airports. Newcomers like JetBlue simply don't have the customer base of frequent flyers and corporate contracts that legacy airlines have, many of whom need nothing more than to fill enough seats in business class to practically fly with the economy section empty and still make a profit. This puts JetBlue at an immediate disadvantage, especially when taking into consideration their business model of trying to make premium travel affordable. We've seen it with the likes of WOW Air and most recently Norwegian, airlines which tried to make long-haul travel more affordable but failed. Even still, I think JetBlue certainly has a chance. Unlike WOW Air and Norwegian, who operated out of smaller, less lucrative markets, JetBlue has two very solid hubs in New York and Boston, both of which offer excellent connections throughout the US. They can also opt to fly to less competitive destinations in Europe, where they could really disrupt the market with their premium offering while still being able to fill seats since their planes are relatively small. And if they're able to pull through with some seriously cheap fares, I have no doubt JetBlue will become a popular option for crossing the pond. Anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in to this video. I hope to have lots more videos like this in the coming weeks and months, but in the meantime, stay safe out there and have a great day. Cheers.